So everyone this week has been talking about how Judge McAfee, who's in charge of overseeing that Fani Willis court case, how he is up for election and there's another candidate trying out for his space. That's not the big news. And the big news has been passed up. The big news is that Fani Willis has two people vying for her seat, one a Democrat and one a Trump Republican. We're going to show you these other candidates who could end her career no matter how this court case goes. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug TenNapel. This is where the happy patriots are. And of course, I love that you guys are subscribing and getting us above that 450,000 mark is our next big goal. So thank you guys for watching. Okay, this is from Just the News. Fulton County DA Fani Willis and the judge in Trump 2020 election case both face primary challengers. So this is about how corrupt is Fulton County and what will you do? Because either the corrupt people in Fulton are going to say, we have to get rid of this Judge McAfee guy, he's a good guy, or they're going to say, we have to protect Fani Willis and reelect her at all cost. Guys, elections have consequences. What will you people do in Fulton County, Georgia? You can tell me in the comments below what you're hearing on the ground. Both Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis and Fulton County Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee, who is overseeing the 2020 election case against former President Donald Trump, are facing primary challengers in their respective races this year. In her May primary election, Willis is facing a Democrat challenger, attorney Christian Wise Smith. Now, if you believe that the corruption goes all the way through the Democrat Party, which I believe it is, then doing Miss Christian Wise Smith might be a minor improvement. It doesn't fix what's wrong with Fulton County or with Georgia, guys. You got to get some Republicans to properly face the Democrat corruption. But she ran against Fani Willis already in 2020, according to the Associated Press, and lost to Fani Willis. The only Republican candidate running in the district attorney's race is Courtney Kramer. I'm very excited about her, who said she is an intern for 3 months in 2018 in the White House counsel's office under Trump. Here's a clip of Courtney Kramer just so you can get a look at her.
Fani Willis, what a fiasco. Maybe she had a relationship with Mr. Wade.
Well, I don't think they were just sleeping between those hours, John. But so this past Friday on March 1st, Judge McAfee heard closing arguments from each side in this ethics case against Fani Willis. And at the hearing, you had the prosecution argue that there was no actual conflict here between Nathan Wade and Fani Willis.
Here she is with Donald Trump Jr. Oh, and here's the Twitter feed from Phil Holloway. It says, breaking, attorney Courtney Kramer, her Twitter is at Supreme_Court1, has qualified to run for Fulton DA in the challenge to Fani Willis. Kramer pledges, this is the big thing, guys. What do you want your district attorney to work on? This is where we find out if you're honest or not. What do you want? Kramer pledges to focus on the Atlanta crime crisis, violent crime, human trafficking, organized retail theft, that's smash and grab. Anyone want to do something about that in Fulton County? Do not vote for a Democrat. This is where we find out who's who in the zoo, okay? Things that matter most to Fulton County residents.
That's saying that you can do what she's been doing. You can get away with taking money out of your campaign finance account. You can have an appearance of a conflict. You can hire your lover. So I really don't think Judge McAfee wants to set that standard going forward. But I do think that in that order, we are going to see if there is just the need for an appearance of a conflict or if there's a need for an actual conflict in this situation.
Willis said on Wednesday, I've said it before, being the district attorney of Fulton County is the greatest honor of my entire life. I love the community. It's my home. It's where I raised my children. It's where I want to keep safe. It's where I try to destroy Miss Timpson's career. It's where I use your public dollars to go to the Caribbean with Nathan Wade. This is corrupt, guys. This is funny.
I agree with you. To me, that case is now completely tainted.
And not to mention, let's just, from a logistical standpoint, her being a lawyer in and of itself is problematic. With everything we heard during this testimony, and as a lawyer myself, it's disgusting to see her not follow her rules of professional conduct or take her oath of office seriously.
What do you guys think of this fresh new face? We're going to keep showing you clips of her and following this election.
So the next 2 weeks are going to be very telling here in Fulton County.
And we'll check in on McAfee too. But this is the big news. Who is going to do the right thing with Fani Willis's job? I think it's going to be Courtney Kramer. I'm Doug in Exile.